Hey guys, welcome to Skipfusion HIIT. We're going to do low impact today. So when you're ready, take it to your double bounce. I'm going to do the low impact version of the class today, even though it is high intensity interval training, and Michelle will do the higher impact option, okay? So just make sure you've got your water nice and close to you. Don't wait for me to stop, just take it and have a sip as and when you need to, okay? It is going to be quite a hard class. Again, preparing you for the main masterclass, which is on the website and on the subscription. So we're building you up progressively, okay? We've said to you lots of times before, and so I'm just going to repeat the message. High intensity interval training HIIT isn't for everybody, okay? It is for your fitter individual, because you're going to be pushing your body that much harder than perhaps other styles of exercise. So you want to stay away from injury. So don't necessarily go straight into it if you're not used to exercising. Just take it to your half jack for me. Yeah, it's important you don't want to push your body too hard, especially if you're a newcomer or a beginner to exercise, because it's more likely you're going to get injured. But also mentally, to have the ability to push yourself hard does require a level of fitness, so you have to be very self-motivated. So if you're new to exercise, you're not going to be there yet mentally. So it's really an intermediate and above that HIIT is going to suit, you know, those individuals in particular, okay? So just doing your half jacks, just preparing your body for the main bulk of the high intensity training today. Focus on your breathing. It's not a crazy start, it's just a progressive warm-up. Waking the body up, tuning in mentally, knowing full well it's going to be hard. And of course, if you are a new beginner, some of the other Skipfusion styles are going to be a better start point for you, especially Skipfusion Aero. But also you've got the Skipfusion step style and also the box. And I think I'd point you more in that direction if you're a new beginner. Now that being said, if you are a fitter individual and you're conditioned, Skipfusion HIIT is fantastic. You burn a huge number of calories and really challenge yourself, both physically and mentally. So we're getting into my zone, I'm getting my timing and my coordination going, because that's very much part of a warm-up as well. It's not just warming up your body, it's also warming up your timing, your coordination. So we're doing your opposite hand, opposite your toe. Just make sure you don't lock your knees at the top. Get into the breathing routine of exhale on exertion. So we're trying to warm up all your major muscles, because the thing with Skipfusion is you work absolutely everything. And that's why Skipfusion is number one in terms of a holistic exercise routine. You work everything. Work all your different energy systems, you work all your body parts, and therefore it's a great conditioning exercise program that you don't necessarily have to do in a gym or a studio, but better still, you can actually do it at home with limited space, limited equipment, or in fact no equipment. And we're going to show you how to do that. So double bounce. I've seen all too many people try and do HIIT, and they hold back when it comes to doing the hard minute interval, and that's not right, because in order to get the full impact or the full benefit of HIIT, you have to give it 100%. So there should be nothing left in the tank, and then that way, not only do you get used to working at high intensity, but your body will adapt over time, and you'll start to reap the rewards of training in this style. Okay, so if you put the jump rope down, just take it to your heel kicks, just flicking back towards your bottom. So this is your low impact option, remember. If you want to take it up a notch, then I'd encourage you to start with Michelle's class, which is the high impact option. So when you're ready, guys, just add your cross and your shoulder with your arms. Cross, shoulder. Should be starting to warm up quite nicely now. Cross, shoulder, cross, shoulder. It's amazing how warm you get just after a few minutes doing this. And that's because you are pushing your body and you're really challenging yourself. Okay, guys, side bends just on the one side for me, okay? So I'm going to choose my right side, just touching the outside of your knee. So this is your recovery. Remember, with a Skipfusion HIIT, we work for a minute hard, we take 30 seconds as a working recovery, and then we get back into it. There are different formulas, but we like to do a minute on, 30 seconds off. Okay, so grab your jump rope. So we're going to try the single bounce now. So you should be at the point where you can do single bounce. Although I'm doing a higher impact exercise here, you might be thinking, well, that is high impact. It is, but we're doing 20 minutes HIIT here, and we're preparing you for the masterclass. So you should be able to manage this for at least a minute, okay? Nice and light on your toes, hands down by your side, engage your core, regulate your breathing. Good opportunity to test yourself and see what you're made of. Okay, put your jump rope down. I want to do side bends on your other side this time. So just touch the outside of the knee, sucking in the core. Good posture, bringing the shoulders back. Again, just regulate your breathing. So it's your opportunity to bring your heart rate down a little bit. So take advantage of the fact that you stood still, loading those muscles up with oxygen. Okay guys, inch your wobbler, hands out in front, just there. So you'll notice that the pace that I'm pushing at here is significantly slower than the one that Michelle does. And that's just to show you that you can still join in, even though you don't have to really push your body 100% on this particular style, but it should still be challenging. So just keep your head looking straight ahead. Focus on your breathing. And your heart rate's going up and down. It's going up on these hard ones, and it's going down when we do the working recovery. Just 10 more seconds. Okay, well done. Alternate, side bends on each side. So right and left, or left and right. Let me show you side on. So you can see even in the recovery period, we're not just stood still doing nothing, we are still moving. Okay guys, if you grab your jump rope, so we're going to do bell hop here. So just to show you here without the rope, it's going to be on a double bounce, forward and back. It's exactly the same here, with the rope, forwards and back. I think the main thing that differentiates the lower impact style across the board to the high impact style is the fact that we do all of our jump rope skills on the lower impact on a double bounce. So there's a bit more control, and also it gives you a bit more time just to get your jump rope skills nailed. And I think that's the other thing I'll say to you. If you go wrong more than 5 times within a minute on your jump rope trick, I want you to go back to the previous time segment, and I want you to practice your jump rope skills. Okay, put your jump rope down. Otherwise, if you don't, you're not really doing it properly, are you? Place your hands on your shoulders, tip forward and extend up. So breathe out as you extend up. You'll notice my knees are slightly bent. Nice and controlled. Okay, modified burpee, one of the best exercises, this one. Low impact. 1, 2, 3, 4, stand up. What I want you to do is breathe out as you stand up. Think about your posture, shoulders back, engage the core. Did you know burpees are the #1 exercise for burning calories? I think you burn either 9 or 11 calories per minute by just doing a burpee. The problem is, because it's cardiovascularly demanding and lactate starts to kick in on your lower limbs in particular, it's very difficult to keep it going for a long period of time. So a minute, which is what we're doing here, is about perfect, because you can push yourself, knowing that the end is not far. One more. Okay. Okay, just hip rotations. And even me doing the low impact option, I'm starting to sweat, I feel warm, my heart rate's gone up, and I'm conditioned, I'm used to doing this. Switch directions, so you're working both sides. Okay guys, what I want you to do, place your hands on the side of your head. What I want you to do, make sure your knees don't surpass your toes. And as you stand up, I don't lock my knees. Breathing out. Now what I want you to do is every other one, so we're going to start now, just add a little jump. Normal squat, squat jump. You'll notice that when Michelle does it, she does continuous. The key is to make sure you don't lock your knees, especially when you land. See how they break? That means that you're taking the impact out. It's better to keep your hands on the side of your head because it actually makes it harder. No easy options here. Just one more for me. Good. So jog on the spot, just do forward circular rotations. It's more of a march than a jog if I'm being honest. However, if you feel okay, you can always jog it off a bit more. These exercises are almost like a recovery in comparison to the harder jump rope skills that we do, and also to some of the harder exercises. Okay guys, grab your jump rope. Let's take it to the boxer skip on a double bounce. So notice how I shift my body weight left to right, right to left. So yeah, don't worry if you go wrong once or twice. Everyone goes wrong, and if you followed our videos, you'll see I go wrong, Michelle goes wrong. The only time I would encourage you to go back a step is if it's consistently happening, because A, it's frustrating, and B, you spend the working minute tangling and detangling the rope. So you stood still, so you actually miss the exercise. So go back. Okay, jump rope down for me. This time, march or jog on the spot, backwards circular rotations, big backwards circles. Okay guys, take it to your mummy kick. So I want you to get your heel tap going to begin with, and then introduce your arms, one on top, one on the bottom, and you keep alternating. So even though I'm doing low impact, I'm pushing the pace with my legs. But what I've done is I've taken the bouncy bit out. And again, if you watch Michelle's higher impact option, there is a clear difference in the level of the impact that we're both demonstrating here. It starts to hit your shoulders, this one. So push the pace, do what you can do. Again, this is preparing you, A, to be able to do the higher impact class, but more importantly, the end goal is to be able to do the master class, which is on the website. Okay, cool. Shake your arms off, just jog or march on the spot. Suck in the oxygen, suck in your core. Just calming that heart rate down, okay? And if you think about it, 20 minutes, it's not a lot of time, is it? You can't tell me you can't find 20 minutes at least a couple of times a week. And if you're saying to me now, I can't find 20 minutes, then there's something wrong. You either need to get up earlier and find time in the morning, or get into a new routine of finding time in the evening, or possibly even at a lunchtime. And you know what? If you can't do that, I'm pretty sure you can find time at the weekend, okay? Switch legs. It's about priorities, isn't it? If you don't find the time and force the change, then you're not gonna make any changes, and you'll just keep doing what you've always done. So try and make that change, because you'll benefit from it. Your health will benefit. Also, your family will benefit as well, because hopefully you're going to be around longer. You'll be able to do more things with them. And that's the name of the game, isn't it? You've got to invest time and effort in yourself. So stretch the muscles on the front of your leg. I like to hold on to the side. Soften your knee. Notice that my shoulders are still back. And you know, because we say it to you every time, each stretch, 45 seconds to a minute. So knees together, chest lifted. So obviously I've flown through these stretches. Right guys, that's 20 minutes Skipfusion HIIT low impact. So if you've nailed that and you're competent, I want you to move on to Michelle's version of the class, which is the 20-minute high impact, which is pretty much an identical workout, but it shows you the difference between low and high. Okay guys, grab some water. Well done.